to look at the relationship between the angles and the sides, and this is about putting them in order is what we're going to do mostly today, okay? The smallest side of the triangle is across from the smallest angle. The smallest side goes across from the smallest angle. Does that make sense? Small matches with small? I mean, that should logically be common sense. All right, the smallest side is across from the smallest angle. Therefore, all right, think of like your three little dots. All right, the largest side is going to be across from, what do you think? Good job, largest angle. And then the medium one, the one in the middle, obviously the medium angle would be across from the medium side. We're going to just put them in order. But small goes with small, large goes with large. Cool? Really it. And it is very much common sense, like most of the other things that we have done here. Okay. Now, I don't want to keep switching the screen back and forth from the calculator. So I'm going to, again, just kind of be our calculator today. Looking at this one and reviewing what I just went over on the little slideshow that we did. How could we get this missing angle? Well, you even use good vocabulary. We're going to add angle D and angle F. So I'm going to add 85 plus, what is it? 55. I got 140. So these two together are 140. Yep, subtract from 180. So I got 40. So X is 40. Don't talk over me. Now we're going to order the sides from least to greatest. So which one of these angles is the smallest is the question. E, 40. Okay, so just watch. Across from that, just draw a little arrow, is this side. How could we name that side? Well, I need letters. How would we name this side? D, F. Okay, so the smallest one is DF. Could you also say FD? Yes, it's right either way. Please stop singing and talking over me. Again, you guys were silent like 10 minutes ago. Now, as soon as I want to talk, you want to talk over me. It's rude. All right, out of what's left, which one is the medium one? F. Do you see how F would be the next one? It goes 40 and then 55 and then 85. So across from F is which side? DE. And then the biggest one is 85. So across from that is FE or EF, whatever. It doesn't matter what order you put it in. Okay. That's what we're doing. You just have to put them in order. That's it. Okay. Now here we're going to have a little problem to set up before I can put them in order because I don't know what any of the angles are. So look it. Please stop talking over me. And I really dislike that please stop talking over me keeps ending up on my recording, right? We're going to add all these up. We're going to have X plus 43 plus what? 2X minus 7, perfect, plus 3X plus 12 equals what? And beautiful, 180. Now we're going to do some algebra. We're going to put our like terms together. You have a 1X plus 2X plus 3X. Just count on your fingers. It's 1 plus 2 plus 3. So 6X, good job, plus, and then I'm going to just put this in the calculator. I've got 43 minus 7 plus 12. So I'm just going to type that in. I'm going to be your calculator. 43 minus 7 plus 12. I got 48. I just stuck it in the calculator. I got 48. I know you all know how to button push, and it's real annoying to keep switching the screen back and forth. So I'm just going to verbally tell you what I put in the calculator. All right, what next? Subtract 48. So 180 minus 48. Again, I'm just typing that in. I got 132. And then what's the last step there? Yep, divide by 6. And again, I just typed it in the calculator. I got X equals 22. Good job. We made it through that. And I got everybody quiet. So very nice job. We'll just keep that up for like 10 more minutes and we'll be done with this. Now you have to take that 22 and plug it back in to get what each of the angles are. So for angle K, what would I type in the calculator to get angle K? Yep, 22 plus 43. And I don't want to mess that up in my head, so I'm just typing it in. 65. So K is 65 degrees. Beautiful. What would I type in to get angle J? What would I put in my calculator? Good. 2 times 22. And then minus 7. Perfect. 37 is that one. I just typed it into Desmos. And then for L, I'm going to type what? Perfect. 3 times 22 and then plus 12. Again, I just typed it in. I got 78. And if you want to double check your work, if you add 65 plus 37 plus 78, you should get 180. Okay, but I'm leading you through this and I know we did it right, so we're fine. Smallest. Out of those numbers, which one's the smallest? Okay, across from the 37, LK. However, doesn't matter. Oops. I bumped the document camera. Hold on a second. Let me get our video back. Sorry, technical difficulty. There we go. All right, so LK. All right, which one is the medium one? Like 65. Okay, across from the 65 is JL. Good job. And then 78 was the biggest one. Across from the 78, KJ or JK, it really doesn't matter. Okay, cool. Let's flip over and try another one. Again, if you guys stay nice and calm like this will go real quick. All right. Now this one, we're using a word perimeter. So let's just pause for a second. What is a perimeter of something? The outside. Okay. It's not going to be 180 this time. So just hold on to that. We're going to add up all of the sides. So x plus 16 plus 3x plus 8 plus 2x plus 13. Again, you just add them all up. Equals, not 180. It says the answer, the perimeter is 85. And there should be units with that. It should be like centimeters or inches or miles or something, but we don't have any. So. All right, and we're going to do the exact same thing we just did on the other side of the paper. Add all of your like terms together. 6x, same as on the other side of the paper. All right, and then I'm going to type in the calculator 16 plus 8 plus 13. I could try to do it in my head, but I don't want to mess it up. If I mess up, I do it in front of a whole room full of people, so I don't like to, make a mistake. I typed it in the calculator. I got 37. If you guys make a mistake, it's very personal. It's like there at your seat and no one knows. If I mess up, it's in front of everyone and being recorded, so try very hard to be perfect. All right, and then we're going to subtract 37. That is going to give us 48. Again, I just typed it in the calculator. And then last step is what? Divide by 6, and we get x is 8. We're going to do the same thing we just did on the other side of the paper. You have to take 8 and plug it back in to all of them, okay? And again, I'll just be your calculator. For this, you would type in 8 plus 16, which is 24. Do you see how I wrote it outside of the triangle? It's a side, not an angle. So just be careful with that, all right? For this one, what would I type in the calculator? 3 times 8 plus 8. Perfect. 32. And then the last one, 2 times 8 plus 13. And I got 29. And if you wanted to double check, you would add 24, 32, and 29, and it should come out to 85, okay, if you wanted to check. All right, now this one, be careful. Instead of least to greatest, what does it say? Okay, so just make sure you read. Reading is important. Out of those numbers, which one's the biggest? 32, do you see that? Across from 32 is which angle? B, so angle B. Yeah, now we're going to do the middle one. What's the next biggest number? Like, what's the one in the middle? 29. What's across from 29? Angle A. And then 24 is the smallest. Across from 24 is angle C. And so we're also reviewing our notation, like the symbols for everything. That's your angle symbol. All right, 2 more. Good job, guys. Is there a picture for these two? You are going to have to draw one, okay? And give me a break. A triangle has 3 sides. I'm not asking you for a whole lot. It doesn't even have to be to scale. Just draw a triangle, okay? Now, our triangle is called ABC. Does it matter where you put the A, the B, and the C? No, but for the sake of being consistent, probably make yours match mine just so you don't confuse yourself, but it really doesn't matter. Just throw an A, a B, and a C on there. And then we're going to, read. Reading is important. Measure of angle A, that's what that little M is. Measure of angle A is 85. So 85 goes there. You just have to read and interpret the problem, but I know you can all read, right? Measure of angle B is 21. They don't tell us C, but how could I get it? I've got my calculator. You guys just tell me what to type. 21 plus 85. And then subtract it by 180. Hold on, my calculator's being weird here. 21 plus 85 and subtract it by 180. I got 74. Perfect. Now we're going to list our sides from what to what. Just make sure you read. Largest to smallest. All right, which one of these is the biggest number? All right, across from 85, BC. Perfect. Comma. And then the one in the middle, 74. So across from 74 is AB or BA, whatever, it doesn't matter. And then 21 is the smallest. Across from 21 is AC. Perfect. Or CA, whatever you want to put. One more. If you don't see a picture, you have to draw one. But I'm not asking you to draw like something super elaborate. A triangle. It has 3 sides. Work with me, okay? And again, it's called ABC. It doesn't matter where you put them, but make yours match mine just for the sake of not confusing yourself. But it doesn't make a difference, right? We're told the perimeter, which again, what's that? The outsides, okay, is 72. So hold on to that for a second. We're going to label AC is 24. So 24 goes there. And see how I wrote it outside of the triangle? It's because it's a side, not an angle. Don't mix up your sides and your angles. All right, BC is 15. I don't have AB, but we can figure it out because all of them should add up to 72. So I'm going to add these together. 24 plus 15. Oh, did you do it in your head? 39. Good job. And I'm going to subtract it from 72. So 72 minus 39, I got 33. I just typed it in the calculator. You just need to make them all add up to 72. Reading is important. Does it say smallest to largest or largest to smallest? All right. So which one of those numbers is the littlest? 15. All right. Across from 15 is angle A. All right. The medium one is which one? Yeah, 24. Oh, good. You guys even gave the angle. Across from the 24 is angle B. And then the largest one, 33, which across from that is angle C. So the takeaways here, 2 big things. Make sure you read smallest to biggest or biggest to smallest. If you do it backwards, it's going to be wrong. And don't mix up your sides and your angles. Write your sides outside of the triangle. Write your angles inside of the triangle so that you don't mix them up. Okay, you're going to be sad if you mix them up. Okay. Hold on one second. Let me pause this and then I'll answer your question.